Okay, well, the last video ended abruptly because my Screencastify extension decided to crash on me. So sorry about that. What I was trying to say is make sure to save your style.css and then save your index.html. And once you refresh your preview, you should see a white background in the top portion of your page. That way, when the images start appearing and reappearing, we will not see the background pattern behind that. Okay, so let's start making this have animation. We'll start with the keyframes. Say at keyframes and then the name of your animation. We'll call this one slide, which it doesn't really slide, but whatever. And then we'll start setting up the different keyframes. So we'll start with a 25% one. We'll say opacity 1. And then at 40%, we'll say opacity 0. I am leaving out 0 to 24%, 26 to 39%, and 41% to 100%. I am leaving that up to the web browser to figure out for us. So I don't need to be that detailed about it. And if you think about the completed sample that I showed you, the web browser does a pretty good job of figuring out how the images should look at various stages of the animation. Okay, so that's the first step, creating the keyframes. And then now we need to bind this animation to a particular element. And we'll do that to photo. And it looks like I've already added that in between trying to figure out what was going on. So to bind it, you need to use animation and then put in the name, how long the animation will take, and then how many times you want it to repeat. So that's the name, duration, and iteration count. I say infinite because I want it to go on forever as long as somebody's in the home page, but you could put a number. If you only want it to cycle through once, you could say 1, or maybe 5 times, or maybe 100 times, who knows. But for me, I want it to be infinite. So we'll leave it at that. Save and refresh our preview. Let's see what's going on. We have some issues here. It looks like it's not working correctly, but that's because we have not staggered the animation. All of it, all at once, is appearing and disappearing. We need to add this. We need to target IMG elements and say that when there's a series of them, the first child should have it where the animation delay is 0 seconds. Have this animation start right away for the first image. And then for the second image, we'll give that a 4-second delay. And then for the third image, an 8-second delay. For the fourth image, a 12-second delay. And finally, for the fifth image, a 16-second delay. So save that, refresh your preview, and let's see what we got going on here. There's the first image, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and bam, there's a second image. And then the next one, third, fourth, and fifth one. Beautiful, right? It's awesome when everything starts working together. All right, so this completes Lab 5. We've done a lot of stuff. We added background images, messed with fonts, and now we have this awesome slideshow. Your next step then is to just make sure that you have a functional website or a function. Well, yeah, your website should be functional, but definitely a functional slideshow. Have it to where galleries and services and the homepage are linked to each other so that when I use the header links or the footer links that it takes me to the correct pages. And in the gallery page, make sure you have a back to the top link and all this other stuff here. Okay, yeah, I was just thinking there for a second. I was meditating. Um, yeah, your next step is to go to Lab 5 submission, check out the instructions, and then submit this.